Hey guys, it's Gus,
And Carlos from Hardware Unplugged.
and today we're going to be checking out the InfinityMice Dual Mousepad and Infinity Skates. Before we get started, please make sure you hit that like button to show support, and if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe. With that being said,
Let's begin.
alright, it's been a freaking minute since we've done a review, right?
Yeah, it's been like over a month, or almost a
Yeah,
month.
almost a month, yeah.
now. Feels like I haven't done it in a while.
Right? Alright, so InfinityMice sent out their Infinity Dual and their Infinity Skates, right? These are sapphire skates. And this is InfinityMice their first mousepad, right? I believe. Okay,
Yep.
so for their first mousepad, I think their quality is really freaking good, right?
Really, really good. Surprising, because usually when a company makes a mouse pad, they kind of start off with
They cheap out
decent
somewhere,
surface.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
decent surface, rubber base that works, generic rubber base, which is not bad right away. But at least from what me and you have seen, these usually sometimes the stitching isn't the best, right?
Yeah, something's
Or maybe
wrong.
the design is just not or like the printing process is not really like
Yeah.
sharp. But this is pretty much high quality all around.
Yes.
Other than that, well, it's not. See, that's the thing. Everything's high quality, but so I guess it'll be like the art design on it. It's like ABC mouse.
Yeah,
type
let's
of
get
deal,
that out of the way. So
yeah, because
yeah, this design right here is like
it's definitely not on my alley. This
this
is not my
is
cup of
like a
tea.
design for children, dude.
It is. It is. It is.
All right, so the dimension of the mousepad I think is 490
490 by
right?
490. Yeah.
And I think it's 3 or 4 millimeters thick.
It doesn't say, but honestly, it's kind of like a 3 millimeters. Honestly, to me,
Could be 4. Could be 4, right?
could be.
Right. So yeah, the rubber base. I think there was some controversy with this thing, or there was something going on where it states that it's Poron, but I believe InfinityMice cleared the air and they corrected themselves and said that it was not actual official name brand Poron, right? But it's something similar to that, right?
It's Poron, but not original Poron, if that makes sense. Something like that. I mean, look, like it states in the box, ultra premium Poron, right?
Right.
But
Apparently, it's not actual
I
brand
don't-
Poron. The thing is that it's a grippy ass base and it's good.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
So we actually compared it to the Artisan base, and I mean, if this is not Poron, goddamn, I don't know what it is, because I mean it does its job. It's grippy.
grippy.
It doesn't move.
Yeah.
Like it's as grippy as an Artisan base, at least from what from
Yeah.
what me and him have
Tested and whatnot.
have tested. So it gets the job done. Like I don't like, dude, this could have been regular rubber base and I would have been happy.
As long as it's grippy.
As long as it's grippy. See, that's the main thing. And that's why I feel like people like Poron too. This, even though it's not quote unquote Poron, it does a job like Poron. Even it feels like Poron to me, honestly,
Yeah,
right?
It does.
But
It does.
that for, I guess, for legal reasons here, or whatever, it's not
Actual Poron.
I don't
yeah.
know.
But it's a grippy base
Yeah.
like it,
Mhm.
and it looks like it too.
It does its job.
It's good. It's a good base.
Mhm.
I think for me personally, one of the most impressive impressing things about this
Oh my god,
mousepad
yeah,
has got to be the stitching, right?
yeah.
The stitching is so thin, dude. You don't even feel it. You don't even feel it.
The stitching is definitely one of the most impressive parts. To tell you that we've done mousepad reviews for over it's gonna be like 3 years. It's gonna go to 4 soon.
Yeah.
And to me and him can definitely agree. It's probably the top 3 best stitches that
Yes.
we've seen on the pad.
Yes.
You can't feel the stitching when I have like my forearm.
No, you can't
It
feel
almost
it at
feels
all,
like I'm just putting my forearm on the pad.
Itself. Yeah.
So that's really good, and it's really tiny, really tight.
Yes.
I mean, super consistent
It
all
looks
the way,
clean
like
too.
like around.
It looks
I
good
have
too.
there's no fraying on it or anything.
We
Like
used it for
not that I
like
could
2
tell.
weeks, right? Used
We
it a
used it-
week. I used it a week, right?
No,
it was longer.
I
No,
want to say like
yes, it
3.
was longer,
Like,
yeah, like
3
3
weeks,
weeks, yeah.
maybe 3.5. But
Yeah.
quality,
Yeah,
again,
it
quality
didn't fray,
stitching.
right?
No.
No.
So super impressed by that, and especially again for their first mouse pad.
Yeah.
Because you would think somebody released the first mouse pad. they usually have flaws, right?
They don't know what
they're
they're
not
doing.
as bad.
You know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean?
You know, this seems like they genuinely know what they're doing when it came to quality.
Yes,
right.
yes.
The surface though, the surface.
Surface,
How do
yes.
you actually like? Because I feel like you described it really well.
Yeah. So
So-
the Surface. Okay, you know how I like the what do you call it? The Game Sense radar.
The
you
Game
know
Sense
how
radar.
I like the MF2.
Yes.
Okay, what's on that ballpark? It's literally like there. Like the differences between all those three pads, these three pads, is very small.
Yes.
Very
yes,
small.
Yep.
Very small.
Yes, I can.
I want to say this one like the speedier one, right? Because it has no
Yes.
static friction. It doesn't feel as sticky, right? But the difference is not that it's not like oh my god, like night and day. It's not like that. It's like
Yeah.
very, very, very minimal, but it's around that area.
Mhm.
So if you like any of those two, chances are you're gonna like this one, right?
Yeah. It's kind of like down the middle on the slow control side of things a little bit.
Yeah.
I would say it's definitely a control pad, but
Yes.
not as slow as you guys might
Yeah.
might think.
No. Yeah, for sure.
But again, yeah, really good pad, really good
Yeah.
fabric. I enjoyed my time with it. My
Yeah.
tracking was good. My flicking was good. My micro adjusting on it was good.
Yes.
So again, yeah, I think it's a solid fabric.
Yeah.
We put almost 3 weeks into it. I didn't feel it slow down. No
Me
slow
either.
spots.
Me either.
Right.
Me either.
How do you call it? I was playing rank with it too. You know, I gained a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of RP with it. So again, it was a solid pad. The only thing, and again, I'm gonna say is this ABC mouse the design. Dude. Like it's like look man, like it's just not for me, right?
Yeah, it's not for me either.
You know, I think the concept was kind of cool having the blue and red. You know,
Yeah.
but I don't know, man. Like it makes me want to laugh every time I look at it, right? So that's
Imagine getting owned by one of these. Somebody having this.
dude. Hey man, like I have clips.
Yeah.
So
I think we could both agree that the biggest issue, right, and it's a personal issue,
yeah, it is a personal. It's
is
not.
the image here. Because even the printing, it looks
The printing looks good.
It
The printing
looks
is good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks good. Like I was gonna say it looks a little fuzzy here, but I think that's literally the way they designed it. You see how weird it's like.
Yeah, it's nothing that's like
It's
oh
not
my god.
smearing, no, anything like that.
No.
It's really good printing. It's
Yeah,
really good.
The colors are really good. Like
Yeah.
again, like the printing that they did on the pad's pretty
It's
good.
really good.
It's just
Yes.
the design's a little funny to me.
Yeah, it's a little.
But that's just a
childish.
personal issue, you know, like at that point, right? So
I guess it's the best.
I can't knock any points off of it, you know, because that's just not my cup of tea.
All right,
but-
so this is the best quality mouse for kids.
No,
you know what I
dude,
mean? Like
100%,
top
dude,
tier, dude. Like
100%.
holy.
the Fortnite kids are gonna go crazy. with
Yeah,
this,
right.
dude.
Now quickly, god damn, every single time, dude.
Somebody's doing something they're supposed to.
So, let's talk about these Infinity skates.
Mhm.
So the Surface, it wasn't my favorite. Kind of like you know how the games rated MF2, they weren't
Mhm.
my favorite, right? I
Yeah.
definitely prefer speedier mouse pads, but with these Infinity skates, I enjoyed my time a whole lot more, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if we mentioned this, but the price for the mouse pad is $50, right?
Yes, it is
$49.99, right?
$49.99.
Which is another. We'll get into that
yeah,
a little
we
bit,
are,
right?
we
But
are,
let's
we'll
talk
get
about
into
this right here. The skates. The skates, they're $24.99, and you get 5 sapphire skates. These are made of sapphire, right? You get dots, right? I have it on my start. I have it on my start like 12, right?
Mhm.
Right here, small. So you get 5 dots for $25, right? I have the sapphire skates, right? The brand sapphire skates, the pink ones, the purple ones, right?
Mhm.
Those were $50. You only get 5, right? The
Mhm.
difference between these and the other sapphire skates, the difference between the
InfinityMice.
what do you call them? The Infinity skates. The difference between the Infinity skates and the sapphire skates are the sapphire skates are rounded and
Yeah.
they're a tiny bit bigger,
Yes, they are.
right? A tiny bit
Mhm.
bigger, and the freaking what do you call it? The
Infinity
Infinity
skates?
skates. They're like flatter, right?
Yeah,
they don't
they
have
are.
that. They're not rounded.
not
I'll show a
rounded, yeah.
picture, right?
Yeah.
And they're a little smaller. So whenever I put 5 skates on
Mhm.
my Infinity mouse, and 5 Infinity skates
Mhm.
on my mouse, they were not the smoothest, right?
Mhm.
They were a little scratchy.
They were, yeah,
they
they
feel a
were.
little scratchy compared to the sapphire skates,
Uh-huh.
right? Sapphire skates. Those feel smoother out of the box, right? Just
Yeah.
for 5 and 5,
Mhm.
it feels smoother. But take into consideration, I could buy 10 sapphire skates for the same price as sapphire skates, right?
Yep.
10 Infinity skates for the same price as sapphire skates. I was able to put 4, 4, and 4, and 4 in each right here in each skate. I'll show you guys a picture so you guys know what I mean. It was a much smoother experience,
Mhm.
right? Now I want to say it's not as smooth as the rounded skates, right? But they're pretty damn close. Or would you
Yes,
say
you're
that?
no, you're right. No,
Doesn't
yeah,
it
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like a
It's not,
little
it's not as smooth as the sapphire skate. Right?
the rounded
What
ones?
is the brand? Is
The
it
sapphire skates. Literally, that's why it's
Okay,
freaking
yeah.
difficult over here
Okay,
because
so
they're
the
made of
sapphire
sapphire. Damn it.
skates, yeah, they're more rounded up and they do feel smoother. But the only thing I don't like about it is that when you're micro adjusting, when you do
Yeah,
little
I
micro
forgot about that.
adjustments,
Yes.
if you guys ever put your finger like on a glass window, and and if your finger is dry, whenever you kind of go down,
Kind of skip.
yeah, like this, you know how the friction kind of makes like your fingers skip, like,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, making micro adjustments literally felt like that.
Yeah, it felt a little like sticky.
It felt no, I wouldn't even say sticky. No, it's definitely not sticky. It's more like kind of like if the fucking skate
like a pull
was
to
like
it.
was
You had to fight.
was like putting friction on the freaking pad, making
Yeah.
it skip like.
Yeah.
And I don't mean sensor wise. I'm talking about sensor. I'm trying to talk about the mouse. Like, almost
Skates.
like it would like skip it,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And that threw me off.
Yeah.
Honestly, that threw me off, and I was like, "Yo, what the hell?" So I remember I got the Infinity skates, and I put the same amount, and I was like, you know what? Let me just compare the same 5 skates of sapphire skates,
With Infinity skates.
right? And then the same amount of skates on the Infinity skates, right? So I had 5 of 5, right?
Yeah.
On the same mouse, by the way. I tested it, and the Infinity skates didn't give me that problem.
Yeah.
Sapphire ones did. I don't know why that is. That was just my experience, right? And in that regard, if I'm gonna pay $50 for just 5 sapphire skates or 10
Or 20.
Infinity,
Yeah.
right? I mean, or $50 for 10 Infinity skates that I could customize, like the
and
layout
stuff.
to have a glide that I want.
Yeah.
I'll definitely go with the Infinity skates all day,
Yes.
every day. Plus, I don't get that issue of it almost like skipping whenever I micro
it
adjust.
doesn't do
It
that.
was weird. It was very weird, dude.
That's the crazy part too, because you're right. I forgot about the sticky issue that I had. The sapphire skates. had,
Yeah,
right?
sapphire skates.
Yeah. So these they don't do that, and I was able to feel that too, dude. I was able to feel that. I can't believe you noticed it though, but then I got these and I was playing with them. Like, you know what? You're right. It does kind of stick to the pad.
It just annoyed the crap out of me, dude.
Yeah.
Because I would there was times where I would try to get kills and I couldn't get them because of that. Because of my tracking and like my micro adjustment was like a little off. It was just that really grinding my gears there, dude. Like straight up. But yeah, I enjoy my time with these a lot.
Yeah, me too. I actually like the skates a lot too. I think we could agree that the more skates you put, it gains a little speed, right? They gain speed, because I remember.
No, I want to say it gets like smoother. I want to say it gets like smoother.
It probably gets smoother. But I thought it felt because they did feel speedier because there's more surface area to that, right? But yeah, the skates are freaking good.
Yeah.
The surface, this mouse pad, dude. So we're gonna speak about the mouse
price.
pad, the price, right? So $50 for the mouse pad, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like $50. It's fair. It's fair nowadays because
fair,
everybody else is asking $50 for these for these mice. For the mouse pads.
and even a lot of companies that are using regular rubber base, not even like pour on, or not even like pour on like this, or quote unquote pour on like this, right?
Yeah.
They're using regular rubber, and even to this day they're selling pads for like $40, right?
40,
and the size is not 490 by 490 either, you know.
That's
So
true.
the size is 490 by 490, which I actually like, by the way. I think I like this one more than the Finder. Finder's a little too big for me, like, on my desk. This was actually pretty good. I actually enjoyed the size of it. Like, I could see why they get asked $50. The only thing is, and you know what's funny? It's not even a personal issue with me. It's more a personal issue with, I guess, like the community, where people want to try the pad. It's their first pad, right? And they're asking $50 right, you know what I mean, like right out of the gate.
Yeah.
I could man. I could go ahead and say that I like the pad. That I could recommend it, right? Whatever, right? But at the end of the day, you're a new company, and I feel like you had to make a first product that's probably a little bit more cost friendly, right? Instead of just being just $50, boom. You know what I mean? Like right out of the bat. Now that being said, do we recommend the pad?
I could recommend it. Yeah,
I can recommend it. I liked it. If like, I'm just being real. If this was sent out to us, would we have picked it up based on like the art design?
No,
right?
No.
It wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah,
But they were nice enough to send it out, and was I fucking surprised, honestly.
And that's why I feel like $50. Yeah, yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's getting ridiculous how mouse pads are getting.
Yes,
right?
yeah. That's,
I feel like if they want more people to pick it up, because I don't know if a lot of people can pick it up, and it's based on the design. If they were to price it lower, like $40 to $45, I think it'd be a lot more attractive, right? Attractive price so that people come pick it up. Because, dude, the quality in this thing is pretty good.
It's good.
It's good.
Or why not just have like all black, and all black one,
dude,
right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would have rocked that.
Yeah.
I would have rocked that.
You know what would be cool? They would have did a black mouse pad with like a golden infinity sign.
I think
they're pretty cool.
Nah, that's just ideas. You guys don't have to do that, right?
Yeah.
But overall, right, had a great time with the pad.
Yeah,
so
same.
Surprisingly, I like the skates and I like the pad.
Yeah.
Right. For what they are.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting the quality to be this freaking good.
Yeah.
Especially again from people who are making their first mouse pad. You know what I mean? It definitely took me by surprise.
It came in a flat box and everything.
Yeah,
flat, no issues, ready to go.
Basically, with the everything that a mouse pad community kind of would like in a pad. Yeah. I could wholeheartedly say it.
Yeah.
Definitely, I think people in the mouse pad community will be happy with this pad.
Yeah.
You guys pick it up. Only thing is, again, price. That's up to you guys though, right? At the end of the day, price is subjective. I mean, we got a lot of people who buy Starlight 12s whenever they come out, and the same people that literally go on Twitter and like Starlight, Final Mouse is stupid, blah blah. Then Final Mouse, the new drop, yeah, I'll spend $250 on it, and guys,
and they have the same fucking issues, dude.
So you know what I mean? Price is subjective. At the end of the day, but I would personally, I would like to see this pad at $45. The first pad, kind of make some noise, bam, you know what I mean?
That's true.
But that's just the fun. That's just the me thing.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
but yeah, InfinityMice, for your first mouse pad, dude, I think you guys did a solid job.
Yeah.
This design, dude. Yeah.
That was our only personal con. Was that this looks like it belongs in ABC Mouse, and it's just not up my alley. But other than that, that's it.
Yeah. So thank you, InfinityMice, for sending the products out. We greatly appreciate it. So you guys let us know down below. You guys gonna pick up the Infinity Duo or Infinity Skates. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Links to everything's gonna be down below. This is Gus
and Carlos from Hardware Unplugged,
and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.